Alright, morning, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all this morning? Early on Sunday morning, like, midnight 30 on Sunday morning. Early, trust me. Got a little bit of the instant coffee this morning going. It'll be alright. It'll get us moving and we'll get better stuff at work. But anyway, so just the way things worked out, it's just I got to go in for 2 this morning and then work my full shift tomorrow. So it's going to be another one of those 16-hour days. I got called in yesterday on no notice. So it ended up being a 24-hour day with, it was long. So anyway, got a little bit of sleep and rolling along. So anyway, I just felt like Williams this morning, modern Williams. Going to use the big old Omega and the B400 by Tom to work it up, just because. So I've been digging around trying to find some razors that I haven't used in a while. And I was going to get out the Contour 2, and I'm still going to do that here before long. Somebody had posted one over at Toast, and another member had mentioned that I had one, and I do. I have a Contour and a Contour 2, and I'll break them out here before long. But I was digging around in the box. Check that out. That's what gets the little Williams going here. Sergeant Coco is back, by the way. If you'll recall, he had run off, and Agent 00 Devin couldn't find him. He found him at the neighbor's house. Had to get the PD involved, but he got him back. So that's him and the puppy you hear wrestling in the background. But they woke up this morning when I woke up, so they're doing their morning thing. So for a razor this morning, isn't that right, guys? How y'all doing? I was digging around looking for the Contour 2, which is in a box somewhere. And I went across the N here, Schick N. And I got to thinking, wow, I really hadn't shaved with that in a long time. And I don't think I've done but one video with it, maybe a couple of videos. I don't know. I can't keep up with what videos I've done. But yeah, this is one of them newfangled chicks. And there are people that really like the N. Oh, by the way, you can notice here, we got like 4 days worth of growth to work on. So when I got called in to work with no notice, it was after a couple of days off. And I didn't shave before I went in because I needed to get there in a hurry. Somebody hadn't showed up to work. So I got there and covered the shift. And then covered it into Saturday morning. That was Friday night, and I covered it into Saturday morning long enough to make my 12 hours, so I didn't lose any time. But well, I hadn't shaved, so we're going to put the end to the test. Now, there's people that will tell you that the Schick razors aren't as good on a heavy growth like that. Horse feathers, I say. They will do just fine. And I'm going to show you. And they're going to do just fine with Williams this morning. So we'll get some Williams going here on a 4-day growth with the N. But there's folks that really swear by the N, really like it. It's not my favorite Schick. Not because of how it works or anything, but it just looks so, I don't know, plain. Which is usually good, And yeah, got a good blade in it. I couldn't remember how old the blade was or anything, because I hadn't shaved with the thing in a while. Now, one thing about it is you will have to rinse more. But that's not overly surprising, I think. Do a little skin stretch and get under the old sideburns here. I don't know. I know there's people that like to use the long strokes. Yeah, I just use kind of short strokes and work my way down here. And we'll get under the old goatee. Williams is doing good this morning. You'll notice I'm not in any kind of hurry. And it's hanging out just fine. You can't get modern Williams to lather. You know, don't blame the equipment. Can't drive the standard, don't blame the clutch. The clutch ain't the problem. It's not the equipment, it's the user. We're doing a 4-day growth with a Schick N and Williams. Modern Williams, that is. And we're gonna look and see what we got after this first pass, which is gonna be a whole lot of whiskers in the sink here. There we go, right under there. So that's after the first pass. Big difference. All right, another round of Williams on. Did I tell you I hit a deer? Have we had a video? Have we talked? Since I hit the deer, I think I did. Pretty sure I did. But anyway, still ain't got the truck in the shop yet. I'm hoping they call me tomorrow, which will be Monday. And they can get the truck in and get it fixed. They're not in any big hurry. Which is, you know, glad I got a second vehicle. I'm glad it's still drivable. That's the biggest thing. All right, so we got some Williams on. But yep, going to work for those that didn't hear. Going to work a week ago now. 5:45 in the morning, running through the fog. And a little bit of a foggy morning. It wasn't super foggy, but it was a foggy morning. And a little old deer right in the middle of the road kind of appears. I don't know if you ever had that particular pleasure before. The deer just kind of appear in the road, but they'll do it. I mean, Harry Potter can't do better magic sometimes than an old deer does early in the morning. But anyway, knocked the whole front grille and headlight and stuff out of the truck. Banged up everything behind the radiator. The air conditioner's not working, but that's okay. We've had some cooler temperature, but the truck still didn't bust the radiator. It bent it into a U shape, and but it didn't bust the radiator. Look at there. The Williams is still hanging out. Why is the Williams not just dissipating and going away? And I don't know. Must be voodoo. But anyway, it bent the radiator into a U, and all that stuff under the front end got beat up. Knocked one of the headlights out. I've got it actually taped in. Yeah, that's cool, riding around with a taped in headlight. But I drive to work through one of these little towns that they get a lot of their money from writing tickets. They wrote a buddy of mine a ticket one time. He had a headlight that had blown out on him. He noticed it when he was at work. So that morning we got off. It would have been just before daylight. He was driving back through there, and he had taken the bulb out so he could match it up with a new one. He was going to pick it up on the way home at the Walmart. But they wrote him a ticket for one headlight. He couldn't explain. They wouldn't listen. They didn't care. That's also the same place I got a ticket for running a yellow light. They said it was red. It wasn't red. It was yellow. Early one morning, coming home after a long night at work. So, anyway, I had to drive through that little town going to work. So, the headlight was still working. It just all the points where it screwed into the truck were broken. So, I taped it back in with some duct tape, because that's what, you know, rednecks use, duct tape. If it's, you know, all you need is duct tape and WD-40. If it moves and you don't want it to, duct tape it. And if you want it to move and it won't move, then you use WD-40. That's how the engineers work down here. Back home, we used to call that cut to fit, paint, match. But anyway, I got over to the body shop for them to give me an estimate on getting the old truck fixed, or give the insurance company an estimate. And first thing he did was yank the gray tape off of it. It says it eats up the paint. And since it's technically not part of the accident, it wouldn't be covered in getting the paint fixed around there where I taped it. So anyway, I put some different tape on it. that will hopefully hold it long enough for them to trim up around the old goatee here, long enough for them to get it done. So looky here, while I've been rattling, we got a really, really high class shave out of that. Really nice. I think I'm going to trim it a little bit more right here in the corner. And I just trim into and just feel when it gets up close to where the hair is there so that I don't over trim. Run a finger around. Got to pay a little bit of attention to it, and it works out really well. So that's what we got going for this morning shave. Early in the morning, it's coming up on 12:45. I got to be working at 2. Get off at, so I'm going in at 0200, and I'll get off at 1800 this evening. 16-hour day. So, you know, the person I'm relieving got called in on no notice. And because the boss lady had some problems yesterday, I got to get in and see what happened with her. Make sure she's okay. But anyway, he got called in on no notice, and he's working a 14-hour day. He came in at noon yesterday, and I'm relieving him at 2. So I'm going to be sure I'm there on time, and that way everything is good. So that's kind of what's going on in the world of Fuzzy. Speaking of Fuzzy, where is Fuzzy? So everybody will remember Klaus, the puppy that was around here for a little while with Agent 007. Come to find out, Klaus wasn't healthy when he came from the local shelter. He was rescued from the shelter, and he wasn't real healthy. Now this was all before Agent 007 found Sergeant Coco again. So anyway, so now we have a what looks to be a wire-haired Jack Russell. It could be a mix, but he's got a lot of Jack Russell in him. That Agent 007 named Fuzzy. So there's more than one Fuzzy running around this place. Yeah, one is enough to put up with, I understand. I really do. So also, I got caught up a little bit on toast yesterday evening, last night, whatever. And today, I'll try to get caught up more in between all the stuff I've got to do at work. But, you know, there we go. What's toast, you say? Well, come over and see The Original Safety 2, the number 2.com. That's all one word, theoriginalsafety2.com. Come over and visit us. You know, learn a little more about these here single edge and injector razors. Heck, we got a thread over there for the Tensor 3D. Come check that out. That's worth it right there just for the price of admission. Well, y'all have a great day. I'm going to get out of here. This iPhone takes forever to upload a video, so you'll see it whenever I can get it uploaded and get it out. But we're going to work on that for you. So, you know, I got my Canadian coffee cup this morning, and we're ready to roll and get dressed. So, y'all have a good morning, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing. Happy shaves to you.